العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. ربنا زدنا علما أجمعين وعلمنا الكتاب آمين. Today is going to be inshallah a half review, half lesson 11. I thought we were on lesson 12, but I realized that there were some things on lesson 11 that we hadn't talked about. So we're just going to finish that today. But before I start my review, is there anything that anyone else wants? Is there something that anyone wants to ask for a review on? Because I'm going to be reviewing Naat and Man'ud. Mudaf and Mudaf ilayhi, we did a little bit of that yesterday, but anything that you want to review?
Lesson 10, on page 25, section 2, it's talking about your brother and your father. They were very clear what exactly they were saying.
It's talking about which sentence? Or the whole exercise?
Yeah, that whole like second bullet, and then it's at the bottom it said that there's 4 words and these are 2 and additional exceptions.
Oh, are you on the key?
Yeah.
What are the new words?
Lesson 10, part 2?
Yeah. Like,
Right. It says the extra wow has to be added between the mudaf and mudaf ilayhi in the same way his father is not abuhu but abuhu. Okay. Actually, this is what I was going to review, so let's pick up on that in 5 minutes. So the first thing, one of the things that we did was the pronouns, right? So we started with the standalone pronouns, right? Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, da 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 da. And then before we left, before about 2 weeks ago, we introduced attached pronouns, right? So attached pronouns are things that you attach to nouns, and they make it possession. Okay. Let me write the standalone pronouns. So who wants to say them off? The standalone pronouns from huwa, huma, hum. Someone. Brother Anwar, did you guys memorize?
No yet.
No?
Yeah,
Now let's start from the beginning. What's the first one? Huwa, huma, hum, and then? Hiya, huma, hunna,
Anta, antuma, antum.
Okay. Anta, antuma, antum, and then?
Anti, antum, antumna.
Anti and?
Antuma, antum. Antuma.
Antuma,
Antuma, antumna.
antunna, and then?
Ana, nahnu.
Anana. Okay. Someone else say it. Brother Abdul Jalil. Say all of them without looking at the board. Alright. How about you, Brother Uthman?
Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antumna, ana, nahnu.
MashaAllah. Who else wants to do it? Sister Moon. No? Or you can read off the board if that's fine. Huma. Did you say huna or huma? Huma, sorry. Okay. How about you, Sister Shireen? else want to go? We got everyone. How about you, brother?
هو وماته هي ومامتها أنت
Anta, antuma.
أنت ومامتهم هي ومامتها أنا نحن
MashaAllah. Okay. So that was, we said the standalone pronouns, okay? So you can say like huwa talibun, he is a student, or you can say hiya tabibatun, she is a doctor, right? But we didn't know how to say like his book, or like his pen, something like that. So we said that the way that you do that in Arabic is that you add basically pronouns, pronouns, but they're attached to the noun that you are adding. Okay, so
I love my mother.
okay, I love my mother too. Well, did you have a question? Okay. أحب أمي. Okay. So let's so we said if you want to add if you want to add like a standalone pronoun, like if you say ummun, okay, ummun, and then you would add like if you're saying my mother, you're gonna add a ya mutakallim, right? So it's gonna become ummi. And we said the ya mutakallim is like an anchor, it drags everything down. Okay, it's gonna put a beat to it. But if there is like a, say, your mother, right? What am I gonna add? Talking to a brother? Kaf. Kaf with a kasra, right? So what is this gonna become? Ummuka, right? Ummuka. So the what changes from ummun to ummuka? The dhamma. One dhamma gets dropped, right? Why does one dhamma get dropped? Say what? Not because of the alif. I'm talking about the dhamma on the. There's two dhammas on the meme, right? Ummun. Why is there only one dhamma in ummuka?
So yeah,
So you're saying my mother or your mother, right? So who is the object? The mother, right? So it's being possessed and the owner is you or me, right? So what did we say about possessor and possessed? What are they called? Mudaf and mudaf ilayhi, right? So in the same case as like, give me an example of mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. Kitabullah, right? Like we said, Kitabullah. Kitabullah. Right? Kitabu is your mudaf and Allahi is your mudaf ilayhi, right? So in the same way, ummuka is your mudaf. Sorry, ummu is your mudaf and ka is your mudaf ilayhi. It doesn't look like a mudaf ilayhi because it doesn't have a kasra, but really it's mudaf ilayhi. Because you're saying mother of yours. It sounds like weird to say it, but that's what, if you want to think about it, that's what it is. Okay? So that's why this has only one dhamma, because you don't say kitabun Allahi. You say kitabun Allahi. So this is definite. Okay? So we said, let's list them all now. So for his, if I want to say his mother, it's going to be ummu hu. And then if I want to say their two mothers, ummuhuma, and then their mother plural, ummuhum. Okay? And then for her mother, ummuha, and then ummuhuma, and then ummuhunna. Right? Ummuhunna. And then your mother, we said, ummuka, your two mother, ummuhuma, and then ummuhum. And then your female, ummuki, ummuhuma, ummuhunna. And then my mother, Me and our mother. And so you usually hear Ummuna Aisha, right? Our mother Aisha radiallahu anha. Okay. Therefore, can you like jar the door a little bit? Okay, so you can do this with any noun, right? If I can take any noun, I can put any of these 14 on here, and I will get all of those different constructions. So how about we do it with a pen? So if I want to say his pen, it's gonna be what's the daira? Qalamu. Keep going down. Qalamu. Huh? Your pen. My pen. Qalami. Our pen. Qalamu. Qalamuna. You want to stretch that? Yeah. Qalamuna. How about with sayyara, brother Abu Jalil? So say his car. Sayyaratuhu. Her car. Your car. Sayyaratu. My car. Sayyarati. Sayyaratuna. MashaAllah. How about with donkey and brother Najm? What is it? Himarun, right? So how do you say his donkey? Himaruhu. Keep going. Her donkey. Your donkey. My donkey. Himari. Himarun. Okay, so those are all those constructions. Now going back to Brother Yusuf's point, he said in lesson 10 it says there's two words, there's actually 5, but they introduce 2 words where it's similar but not exactly the same. So we said ummun plus ka is ummuka, right? So that stands for your mother. What if what's the word for father? Abun, right? Abun. So if I put abun, and then I want to say your father, what would it be? Abuka, right? You would think it's abuka, but it's actually abuka. So this is wrong, and you just add a wow to make it sound better, basically. You don't say abuka, it's abuka. So abu. So the only thing that's added is there's a wow right here, and then everything else is the same. Abuka. Okay. This is for abun and also akhun. So akhun means brother, right? If I want to say his brother, I'm going to add the ha, right? But instead of saying, let me write it the wrong way first. I don't say akhuhu. I'm going to put a wow here. I'm going to say akhuhu. Okay? So just with the abun, akhun, and then there's 3 more which they'll introduce I think later. Or actually do they? No. It just says an extra wow has to be added between the mudaf and mudaf ilayhi. So just remember that for father and brother. Okay? Alright, so does that answer your question? So since we're on this as well, we said, so this is on So these are attachable pronouns, but you can, just like we attach them to nouns right now, you can attach them to prepositions as well. So what are the prepositions that we've learned so far? Someone list them. Someone give me one. Ala means on. Okay, give me another one. Ila means to, and min means from, and fi means in. Right? We also learned bi, which means with or in. What else did we learn? Say what? Li, right? Li means belongs to. Li is for or belongs to. What tahta, and what's tahta and fawqa and imama and khalfa? Those are zarf, right? Those are adverbs. So we're just gonna deal with prepositions. So just like you say his book, you can say you can attach these prepositions to these attachable pronouns. So let's start with min. If I want to say from him, well, I'm trying to think of. I think there's an ayah or a hadith that has this. I mean, there's ayat obviously. I'm trying to think of a simple one. But okay. So if I want to say from him, it's gonna be min hu, and then from them two, it's gonna be min huma, min hum, min ha, min huma, min hunna, min ka, min huma, min hum, min ki, min huma, min hunna, min ni. So I'm gonna rewrite this. Min plus ya mutakallim is gonna be min ni. So you're gonna double up on the nun. It's gonna be min ni. And then the same thing with the na. So it's gonna be min na. Min plus nun alif equals. So you're gonna double, because there's two noons right here. So for two, for ya mutakallim, there's different rules. When we get to all of these, then we're gonna see that. Okay. وَمِنَ النَّاسِ, that's min and then a noun though. It's not. I think there's a hadith or like a saying of the companion. Ana minhu, I am with him, or I am from him and he is from me. Ana minhu wa huwa minni. Does anyone remember? There's something like that, like I'm from him and he is from me. Okay. So ana minhu wa huwa minni. Okay. Could be a hadith or something, or it could just be a saying. Like if it basically means like you two are one. Like there's two. He is from you and I'm from him. Okay. So that was min. Okay. Let's do ala. Okay. But we said there's a rule here, right? So we marked five of these pronouns that change from a dhamma to a kasra. Which one are they? Who, huma, hum, huma, and hunna. So what changes in them? The dhamma becomes a kasra. So if I want to add ala, and I want to say on him or on it, ala. What's going to happen is that this ya is going to open up, and I'm going to attach my ha to it, and then the hu, instead of being a dhamma, it's going to be a he. Okay, and the rule is that when these five when these five are followed by a ya with a sukoon or a, does anybody have that in their notes? Or a kasra, then the dhamma changes to kasra. And that's just for these five. So instead of saying alayhu, I'm going to say alayhi. Alayhi. And instead of alayhuma, I'm going to say alayhima. Right? And alayhum is going to be alayhim. And what about this one? When I get to ha, what am I going to say? On her. Alayha, right? So the ha doesn't change. But the huma changes to alayhima. And then the hunna changes to alayhinna. And then what about the rest of these? They're all the same, right? So alayka, right? So we say Rabbana alayka tawakkalna. Oh Allah, to you we put our trust. Alaykuma, and then alaykum, alayki, alaykuma, alaykunna. What happens when we get here? So just like the min, ala plus ya mutakallim, it's gonna double up. Alayya. Alayya. Did I say alayhi before? Alayhi or alayya? I think I said it right the first time. It might be alayhi. Yeah, because you said no, alayhi or ilayhi. I can't remember. I know there's an ayah that says alayya or alayhi. Alayhi? You have alayhi, right? I think it's with the alayhi with a kasra. I'll try to double check that. Okay. So the rule is whenever you have an attached pronoun plus something that ends with a ya, something that has a ya with a sukoon or a kasra right before that attached pronoun, the dhamma is going to change to a kasra. Let's do it with B. So B means with or in, right? So B has a kasra. So if I want to add hu to it, instead of be hu, it's gonna be bihi, right? And then this is instead of be huma, it's gonna be bihima. Okay, and then this is gonna be him. Then this is biha, then bihima, and inna, right? And this is bika. Okay, someone finish the rest of it on Sister Tahira. So this is gonna be, this B plus ya mutakallim is just gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be B. This is with me, in me. And then what's with us? Bina. Okay. Let's do fi with Brother Yusuf. So now we're attaching fi to all of these. Fi here, right? So just a second. Fi, instead of who, it's going to be fi, he, because there's a ya with the sukoon right here. So fi, he, keep going. Him. Fika. So fi, right? It's fi plus ya mutakallim. Actually, in this case, I think it doubles. Yeah. Do you have the answer sheet, Sister Tahira? Does it say fiya? Yeah, it is fiya. What about alayya? So if I wrote alayhi before, if you wrote that before, then change that. So it's alayya. And then fi is fiya. Right? Fiya. So in both ala and fi, you end up with fiya and alayya. Okay? And then say in us, the last one, brother Yusuf. Fina. Fina. Okay? So all of these, they come in the Quran. Is also so I wrote fi.
That's right.
But fi is fiya and alay is alayya. Okay. And I think ilayya is the same thing, right? For ila. Okay. Someone do ila, Sister Shri, without looking. Just look. You can look just here. So it's ila, which means to. So you're trying to say to him. Ilayhi, good. Hima, right? Ilayhim. Ilayha. Ilaykuma. Kunna. And then ilayya. And then ilayya, right? So ila plus ya mutakallim is going to be ilayya. And then what's the last one? Ilayya. Yeah.
Since Ilay also ends with a ya, so why is something like falling into
It is. We say ilayhi.
okay.
Yeah. So it's not ilayhu, it's ilayhi. Okay. Any question? Okay. What's different about li plus the preposition? Do you say lihu if I want to say to him or it belongs to him? What do we say instead of lihi? Even lihi sounds a little awkward. So the li becomes a la. So you say lahu instead of lihu. You use la. Okay, and then obviously since it's not kasra or ya with a sukun, you don't do the lahi. Right? You don't change it to li. You say lahu, and then lahuma, and lahum. Okay. This is just for la, the la for yeah. So can you do the rest of it? So lahu,
Lahum. Lahum.
lahuma,
Lahuma.
lahuma,
Lahuma. Lahum.
lahum,
Laka. Laha.
laha,
Lahuma. Lahunna.
lahunna,
Laka.
laka,
Lakum. Lakuma. Lakum. Laki. Lakuma. Lakum. Lakunna.
lakunna.
Lashi.
So what's la? So this is the only one where it changes back to a kasra. La plus ya mutakallim and all these exceptions, right? Li. So the la plus yeah. Just try to sound it out in your head. Say lay. Okay. Just go with the easier. Go with the flow. Li. Okay. Everyone say li. Li. Right. And then changes back to la for lana. Lana. Okay. Let's take a few minutes of break. We'll come back and do lesson 11. Does anybody need this? Okay. We're gonna do lesson 11 real quick. But before that, I just wanted to. We talked about this before, right? So when you're after you're in ruku' in the salah, you say Subhana Rabbil Azim, right? You say after you rise up, you say Sami Allahu liman hamida, Rabbana wa lakal hamd, right? So what's Rabbana? Our Lord, right? So the Rabb means Lord, Rabbun, right? And you say Rabbana, which means our Lord, okay? And then what's Laka? To you, right? So you take the preposition li, which is in this case going to be used as la. So you're going to say laka, which means to you, or something belongs to you. So you're talking to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and you're saying laka alhamdu. Just like you say alhamdulillahi in the Surah Fatiha in the beginning, you repeat almost the exact same thing, but you just reverse the order. You say wa lakal hamd, and you're addressing Allah directly. Okay? Rabbana wa lakal hamd, to you is the praise. Okay? And the other thing is in the sajda, you say Subhana Rabbiyal A'la, right? We we're gonna do Subhan, I guess A'la a little bit later, but just on Rabbi. What's Rabbi? My Lord, right? You're taking Rabb and attaching the Ya Mutakallim. So Subhana Rabbi, my Lord, glorified is my Lord, the Most High. And the same thing with Subhana Rabbi al-Azim. Okay? So when you're in the Salah, when you know these things, you can, inshallah, have a closer connection because you're talking to Allah. So you're addressing Allah as if you can, as if Allah is right there, right? And that's one of the definitions of ihsan. To worship Allah as if you can see Him. Okay, so let's go to lesson 11. Actually, does anyone remember doing this? We did it, right? Yeah. The whole thing or just some of it? Yeah, lesson 11. It's page 61 in the black and white book. What about does it go to lesson 11?
No.
Oh, okay. So the book too, I think it's in IAP stored. So I think the book too finishes the rest of the book. But if you want to get the black and white book, that's good. So we'll just read this and translate as we go along, and then if we can get to the exercises before Salah, that's great. So the name of this lesson, Ad-Dars al-Hadi Ashar, is called Bayti. What's Bayti? My house, right? So you attach the noun Baytun to the Ya Mutakallim and you get Bayti. So we said everything the Ya Mutakallim drags down, even if it's Rabbun, Baytun, the Ya Mutakallim, if you're attaching me to it, it's going to bring it down. Bayti, Rabbi, Qalami, Umari. Right? Alright, read the first line. Sirmun in the back. 61. How about you, brother? Can you read? It's okay. Oh, we'll have to. You go ahead. هذا بيتي. So هذا بيتي means this is my house. Keep going. أمام it's al-masjid. Al-masjid. Okay, what bayti أمام al-masjid? My house. Excellent. Keep going. Right. What's that mean? My house is beautiful. One more. Fihi. So we just did the same thing. We attached fi to the hu, which became fihi. Hadiqatun Saghiratun. Saghiratun. What is that? What's fihi mean? So fi means in, right? And so if I say fihi, it means in him, but we said it becomes hu or ha, right? So it says in it is, what's a hadiqatun? Garden. Hadiqatun saghiratun means small garden. Okay, so in it is a small garden. Next line, brother Najma. هذه
غرفتي.
What's هذه غرفتي?
This my room.
This is my room, okay? نافذة
فيها نافذة كبيرة
Mhm.
ومروحة
مروحة.
صغيرة.
Okay, what's فيها نافذة كبيرة? In it. Window. What's نافذة كبيرة? Big window. And why is it فيها and not فيه? Wait, what is feminine? Nafida is feminine, right? So you say fiha. Oh, no. The ha does not go back to nafida. It goes to ghurfa. Ghurfatun, right? Ghurfatun is also feminine, so you say in it. So if you're referring to it as a ghurfatun, then you go back to, then you say fiha. Okay, what's wa mirwahatun jamilatun? Fan. A beautiful fan. Keep going. Kursiyi. Okay. What's hada sariri?
This is my bed.
My bed.
And this is my chair.
Kursiyi, right? So instead of kursiyun, you add a ya mutakallim, it becomes kursiyi. وهذا مكتبي.
And this is my desk.
MashaAllah. Brother Uthman, next one.
ساعتي وقلمي وكتابي على المكتب.
What does that mean?
My watch
Mm-hmm.
and my pen
Mm-hmm.
and my book,
Mm-hmm.
kitabi, is on the desk.
Is on the desk, right? So my watch, book, and pen are on the desk. Is on the desk. Okay, keep going.
وحقيبتي
Mm-hmm.
تحت المكتب.
What's وحقيبتي تحت المكتب mean? What's حقيبة? Briefcase. So
My briefcase
my briefcase
is under the desk.
is under the desk. Okay, read the next one.
نافذة غيرتي
غرفتي.
نافذة غرفتي.
It's not نافذة تون, it's نافذة تو.
Why نافذة?
Why is it not tun and tu? You're saying the window of my room. So it's mudaf ilayh. The window, so it only gets one dhamma. Nafidatu ghurfati maftuhatun.
مفتوحة.
Okay, what does nafidatu ghurfati mean you just said?
The window of my room
Is
open.
open. Maftuhatun. Okay? So Tahira, next one. هذه غرفة أخي means this is my brother's room, right? Or this is the room of my brother. Keep going. وتلك غرفة أختي means that is my sister's room. Okay? كبيرة. Okay. What does it mean? My brother's room is big and my sister's room is small. Brother Abdul Jalil, next one.
غرفة الرحم أمام غرفتي وغرفة
أختي
أختي أمام المطبخ.
مطبخي.
مطبخ.
Okay, وغرفة أخي أمام غرفتي.
The room of my brother is in front of my room.
Okay, the room of my brother is in front of my room, and the next one وغرفة أختي أمام المطبخ.
And the room of my sister is in front of the kitchen.
The room of my sister is in front of the kitchen. Okay. So, and then the next one, it says li akhun wahid. What did we say about li? What does it mean? Belongs to. So you use li usually when you're saying you have a family member. Like if you're saying I have a brother, you're gonna say li akhun. Okay. To me, a brother. That's what it literally means. To me, a brother. But it's used for saying you have like a son or a daughter or a son-in-law or whatever. Okay. So li akhun wahidun ismuhu Usama means I have a brother, one brother, and his name is Usama. And then the same thing, wali ukhtun wahidatun ismuha Su'ad. Someone translate, Sister Shireen. I have a sister named Su'ad. Read the next line. Ummi في تلك الغرفة كبيرة كبيرتي. Are in that big room, mashallah. Okay, and the last line, أنا أحب أبي وأمي. We said on Monday, أحب means I love, right? أنا أحب أبي وأمي. So I love my father and my mother. وأحب أخي وأختي. I love my brother and sister. Okay, so if you want to say I love something, you say أحب. Okay. You can attach these ones too to أحب. You can say I love you like أحبك or أحبك. Or if you want to say I love him, أحبه. Right? Or if you want to say I love myself, okay, any questions? Okay. So we'll do homework. Let's exercise 1, read and write. And is that it? Yeah, just do exercise 1, read and write. Okay? Jazakumullahu khair. Assalamu alaikum. So on Friday we'll inshallah meet probably upstairs after Isha.